The Curse of the Pharaohs. Science reveals the truth. For almost 200 years, there have been rumors of a curse on those who disturb the sleep of the Egyptian dead. This is fueled by sensationalist media reports that began with the opening of the tomb of the boy King Tut in 1922, a curse that supposedly brings death and misfortune to anyone who trespasses. Did Carter really die because he opened Tut's tomb? And is there any truth to this curse? Let's examine the science behind it all and find out. In 2017, researchers from the University of Westminster and the University of Central Lancashire conducted a study to see if there was any truth to the curse. They visited several tombs in the Valley of the Kings and the Valley of the Queens and collected samples of soil and rock from inside the tombs and from the surrounding area. Back in the lab, they analyzed the samples for the presence of fungi, specifically the genus aspergillus, which can cause illness and even death in some cases. But what they found was actually quite surprising. The samples from inside the tombs had a lower concentration of toxic black mold than the air samples taken outside. This suggests that the ancient Egyptians may have been onto something when they sealed the tombs with such great care. Perhaps they knew that the presence of mold could be harmful to those who disturb the dead. Further analysis showed that the type of mold present in the tombs was actually beneficial to human health, suggesting that the ancient Egyptians may have been trying to preserve their dead in a manner that also benefited the living. But what about the toxic gases sometimes reported in the tombs, like carbon dioxide and methane? These gases are produced by the natural decay of organic matter and are known to be deadly in high concentrations. However, studies have shown that the levels of these gases in the tombs are well below dangerous levels. In fact, the air in the tombs is actually quite stale, with most of the oxygen having been replaced with nitrogen. This makes it difficult for humans to breathe, but it also helps to preserve the bodies of the dead. So, what about all the strange deaths that have occurred around the tombs? Well, there have been a number of high-profile deaths, including that of Lord Carnarvon, who died of a mosquito bite infection shortly after the opening of Tut's tomb. But it is important to remember that the Valley of the Kings is an incredibly popular tourist destination, and hundreds of thousands of people visit every year. It's only natural that some of them will die, even if it seems like they were cursed. The truth is there's no evidence to support the curse of the Pharaohs. The ancient Egyptians believed that the pharaohs were divine and that they would live on after death. They took great care to preserve their pharaohs' bodies and to protect their tombs from looters. But the truth is that the vast majority of tombs were poorly constructed and the remains of the pharaohs were lost or destroyed over time. There is no evidence that the ancient Egyptians believed that disturbing a tomb would release a curse. In fact, they often built tombs near each other so that they could be close to their loved ones in death as they had been in life. The rumors of a curse began in the 19th century when European explorers and archaeologists began to plunder Egyptian tombs. The media quickly picked up on this and began to publish sensationalist stories about the curse of the pharaohs. This led to a decline in tourism to Egypt, and the Egyptian government was forced to step in and protect the tombs from looters. Today, we know that there is no curse of the pharaohs, but the legend persists in the media and in popular culture. So the next time you hear someone talking about the curse of the pharaohs, be sure to share the facts with them. With a little bit of knowledge, we can stop this myth from continuing to harm one of the world's greatest civilizations. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, check out my others for more fascinating topics.